So laws, yes, so laws and regulations related to artificial intelligence. First, let's look back to the 2020 to 2022. In last 2-3 years, there are several laws and regulations published. Some of them are directly related or with articles on the artificial intelligence. Others are just simply relevant to the artificial intelligence. So in those laws and regulations, we pick up the Personal Information Protection Law of the People's Republic of China. And in 2022, China published China Data Security Law. And for the directly related AI regulations, we have the Ministry of Science and Technology, MOST, published a new generation of AI ethic norms in September 2021. So as we all know that the China do not have a specific laws deal with artificial intelligence. The one we can find is the last one, which is the ministry level rules or regulations. It is a guidelines for the natural persons, legal persons, and other relevant institutions that are engaged in artificial intelligence. And the other aspects of AI are not regulated yet in China. Not like Europe, the EU AI Act is under drafting, and the standards request has already been issued by the Commission to the SESEC. And once the artificial AI acts will be effective, the standards will be made accordingly. But the situation in China is that there is no similar laws like EU AI acts and drafting, because we checked the People's Congress legislative plan for 2023-2024. It did not discuss the immediate drafting of AI acts in China. However, we need to know that in China, if government wish to make something happen quick, it will happen very quickly. So if one day the government or the top leaders think that we really need artificial intelligence acts or laws or regulations in China, it will be made very quick in China by the different departments and sent to the People's Congress for the approval. So in 2023, we have a very particular artificial intelligence related regulations published with 7 organizations: CAC, NDIC, MOE, Ministry of Science and Technology, MOST, Ministry of Industry Information Technology, MIT, Ministry of Public Security, and NITA, China National Real Broadcasting Bureau. So the regulation is the interim measures for the administration of generative artificial intelligence services. It is the first and very particular specific regulations targeted on generative AI services. In this regulation, it has several chapters, including general rules, technology development and governance, stipulation on services, supervision, inspection, and legal liabilities. It also has supplementary provisions to regulate the generative artificial intelligence services. So there is a comparison, because in 2022 there is a provision on the administration of deep synthesis of internet-based information services. Although it is not targeted to artificial intelligence, but it has deep synthesis of the information or the data. So it is similar or compared to the generative artificial intelligence. So the two documents, they are the common ground. So they are all the provisions or the regulations for the content generated by AI or other related technologies. So it is mainly a similar regulation to targeted the same topics, the content generated by AI, but there are also differences. So the provisions published in 2022 focus mainly on issue that the synthetic contents is appropriately marked and recorded as required. So it is said that these contents are generated by the artificial intelligence or by the self-learning or by the machine learning or by any other relative technologies. While in 2023, the interim measures even go further. The measures try to preliminarily to aim to guarantee the authenticity, accuracy, and objectivity of the content generated by generative AI. So the provisions just to let you to record or mark the contents generated by the AI, and the interim measures try to make sure that the contents generated by AI are accurate, objective, and can be identified and can be guaranteed with the authenticity. So basically, this is one step further for the interim measures compared to the provisions published in 2023. So in a summary, in 2023, there's only this one very important document, regulations or rules published for the artificial intelligence. And no, as far as I know, the similar like artificial AI acts or AI laws in China is not in the immediate agenda on the government legislative work at this moment. So second, what is the AI policies and initiatives? How government is taking AI? What kind of AI is Chinese government want to keep working in China? So there are one or two very important documents. The very first one is published in October 2023 on the Belt and Road Forum for International, on the third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation, presented by the President Xi Jinping on that day. So it is later it is published by the SESEC, namely the Global AI Governance Initiatives. It is a not very long document. Basically, it shows the wish or the initiative of the Chinese government on what kind of global AI should be cherished, or what kind of AI from the Chinese government is a good, is a better, or is the working or trustworthy AI. So in this document, you can see that the wish from the government is that the artificial intelligence governance or the artificial intelligence technology in the world should be people-centered. It will have the national sovereignty related to concept. It also has the wish of AI for good. So AI for good thing, not for the bad, for the bad technology, for risky technology or the risky sense or even for war. So AI for the good purpose, and mutual respect, equality and mutual benefit, testing and assessment systems based on AI risk levels. So high risk AI level needs more strict testing and assessment. And personal privacy and data security in the AI application, fairness and non-discrimination with different people, different country, different concept, different ideology, and ethic first, wide participation and consensus-based decision making, technological capacities for AI governance, representation and voice of developing countries in global AI governance. So it is there are a lot of comments, interpretations on the internet about this initiative, but basically it shows the good wishes from the Chinese government, and also Chinese government hope that the global AI governance can follow or can also be in same page with the Chinese government good wishes. And the other one is the low document published by the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, MIT. So it is the guiding opinions on innovative development of humanoid robots. It is released also very recently in November the 2nd, and it is mainly industry technology or industry development document or policy. It set up the objectives for the humanoid robots. That is, by 2025, China will establish a preliminary innovative system for humanoid robots, achieve breakthroughs in key technologies like brain, cerebellum, and limbs of robots, ensure the safe and effective supply of core components, with the robots reaching international advanced levels and being used in scenarios such as special operations, manufacturing, and livelihood services. China will also cultivate two to three ecological enterprises with global influence, which means global famous, global the good big enterprises for the humanoid robots, and a group of specialized small and medium-sized enterprises and 2 to 3 industry clusters breeding and developing new business models and forms. So it also shows the government's wish on how to make the development of humanoid robots. And also by 2023, China will significantly improve the technological innovation capacity of humanoid robots, establish a safe and reliable industry supply chain, and build an internationally competitive industrial ecology. So this document give a direction or show the ambitious targets from the government on the humanoid robots. It sets the targets in 2023 and 2025 and 2027. For this standardization, this document says that China will carry out research on the standardization roadmap of humanoid robots, comprehensively sort out the standardization needs of the industry chain, excuse me, establish and improve the humanoid robot industry standard systems and promote the formulation of standards by classification. Directions for standardization is make the basic commonality like terms, terminologies, system evaluation, safety and trustworthiness, and industry application. So basically, the humanoid robots, the technology, the gold wish, the big application will be in the industry. And the type of the standards will be national standards, sector standards, and association standards. China count on or encourage the association standards to foster the innovation because it thinks that the association standards will be quicker and more flexible compared to the government-led standards. China standards going out and actively participate in the formulation of international standards. So for the humanoid robots, China believes that China can make their own standards with own IP, IP or indigenous innovation, and exporting the standards out in the international level, or directly actively participate in the international standards in this area. So this is the two policies. I think the global AI governance initiatives is with more emphasis, is with a higher profile, will lead the future development of China artificial intelligence industry and application in the future. And the second one is a specific guide for the humanoid robots, but it also shows the China's ambitious targets on developing the artificial intelligence for the industry application. Now we focus on China AI standardization in 2023. We last year in 21st we go back to the 2020 to 2022 on standardization. In 2020 there is the very big, very important standardization document published by SESEC, CAC, National Development, NDIC, MOST and MIT, which is the guidelines for the construction of the national new generation of artificial intelligence standardization systems. In this document, actually this is the second version of the China AI standards framework. Back to 2018, China published a similar guideline for artificial intelligence and with similar framework. And this one, they added more like terminology with AA or basic AA, or with a little bit more concept, or a little bit more application, because no doubt artificial intelligence developed very quickly. Therefore, we do not talk too much about this framework of China AI standards because it is under revision, and the new version will be published in 2023 or early 2024. It is because the quick and generative artificial intelligence development makes the AI technology with more wide application, with more possible scenarios applications. So the standardization need to be updated, and the framework need to be updated. So the China AI standards 2023, in compared to 2022, no new SDOs were arised in China. There are still 3K standardization development organizations, First is SEC TC28 SC42, which is mirroring ISO IEC GTC1 SC42. The secretariat is based in CESI, China Electronics Standardization Institution. The standards are made in SAC TC28, SC42 are national standards, association standards, and international standards. Why SAC technical committee are making association standards? It is because the SC42 is also the industries to make associations to So can you still hear me? I was a bit, okay, that's fine. Okay, so and also with the AI development, new areas will be covered by SC42 as well. The other one is the SEC TC260 as SWG BDS, so big data working group of TC260. The secretariat is also in CESI. The type of standards made are national standards and practical guidance documents. TC260 do not make association standards or sector standards at this moment. And the areas of coverage is artificial intelligence, security, and safety. So TC260 is Information Security Technical Committee in China. So the big data, the AI security related standards are made in TC260 Big Data Working Group. Another one is CAICT. CAICT is a China Academy of Information and Communication Technology. It is a secretariat of China for ITU. So basically, they are very closely working with ITU. They can make proposals in ITU, and they can make standards. So they are also making the international standards in ITU. They're making sector standards of UDN standards, and they are making the association standards because the CICT is also a secretariat of another artificial intelligence alliance in China. And the areas of coverage are still very, very wide, but the K or the strength of CICT's artificial intelligence is trustworthiness. Meanwhile, with all this, above all these three standardization SDOs, under SAC, there is a artificial intelligence standardization general working group. So it is now mainly merged or working together with SACTC28, SC42. It is responsible for drafting the standards roadmaps with a strategic high guidance, policies, standardization systems, coordinations and communication or pilot trials or promotions, as well as in engagement in international standards and establish cooperation relations, etc. So basically, it is not an SDO. It is more like a strategic organization to give guidance or steering information for the SDOs on their standards drafting. And basically, they they working. Hello. Sure. Hello. Okay, sorry, I will see. I heard that we do not have the I will do the share the sorry for the thing. So I'm very sorry for the technical issues. So we just start from where no studies can be seen from here. Okay. Maybe from the standardization part. Can everybody see the thing now? Yeah. Okay. So the one here is in 2022 there's a very important documents for the guidelines of artificial intelligence standardization system. It set up the framework, but it is under drafting. So we do not talk about it more, and we'll say what has been changed in 2023. And now we are talking about the 3K standardization development organizations in China, which is SECTC 28, SC42, and SECTC 260 Big Data Working Group, and CAICT. And above this, we also have the AI Standardization General Working Groups. It is a strategic working groups give the guidelines or steering informations for the standards drafting for all the three organizations, and it is mainly merged to SACTC 28 and SC42. And CICT is the Secretariat of ITU of China, and they also making the international standards, national standards, and the association standards. They propose the international standards on artificial intelligence to ITU. And the strength of their AI standards is trustworthiness and assessment of trustworthiness and materiality of the artificial intelligence technology. So for the in 2022 the SACTC 28, SC42, there are 8 working groups. They are working group of basic standards, automated driving, chip and system, product and service, computer vision, trustworthiness, model and algorithm, knowledge graph. In 2023, another 5 new working groups are added in SC TC28, SC42. So it added the working group of humanoid robot, the working group of open source, the working group of intelligent computing, the working group of electronic power application, and the working group of smart life. This is all the different sub-working groups working on artificial intelligence. Then let's see what is under drafting in artificial the standards in AI. It is a bit surprising as I did not see hundreds or 80 or 90 standards. They are just less than 20 national standards project newly established in 2023. So we list these standards here. By the way, I need to mention that SCTC 28, SC42, they do have a website, the TC's website, On this website, they often publish all the standards projects, the standards and the drafting, or the standards that published. And the call for comments or call for participations are also being posted on the website. So unfortunately, the website is in the Chinese language only. I believe that the Chinese employees of the European companies can read that, or if you want to get more information, you can contact us. We are following and observing their updates regularly to see what's being published, what is being called for comments, and whether they are call participations or call for members for certain technical committees or the drafting working groups. Here is several standards projects like the Unified Interfaces for Heterogeneous Artificial Intelligence Accelerating Units, the technical specifications for multi-hardware platform integration of deep learning framework, the computation scheduling and cooperation part 1, visualization and scheduling. So these standards are under drafting. If, for example, the number is 2022, it is proposed or the project are proposed in 2022, and some of the projects are proposed in 2023. So 2023 and the number, and also the last 469 is SC42. And the national standards project to be established. So it is not being approved by SESEC as a national project yet, including the large-scale model-related AI pre-training model part 1, part 2, and part 3, and the compliance testing, like a relevant compliance test based on those 3 technologies are also proposed in 2023 and awaiting for the approval of SESEC. So if you check the SC42's work, you can see less than 20 standards are under drafting. So there's, to be honest, not as many as I thought or as I expected. And they also are making the sector standards. So it is a lot of that's a very special situation in China. Why there are national standards and sector standards? Usually the technical committee will propose the standards for the national level to make a national standards, but they need to get the approval of SESEC. So basically, for example, SC42 may propose 40 standards together, submit to SESEC, and SESEC only approved 12 or 15. The others will only be approved by MIT. So MIT maybe hope that more AI standards being drafted. That's why it is comparatively easy to be approved by MIT on sector standards. So the standards usually cannot become a national standards, will be simply become a sector standards projects. So here is the sector standards we listed here, and the presentation will be sent to you so you can see what's being undrafting in SC42. And the covered area are also summarized like a computing vision, automated driving simulation test, AI industrial vision, online inspection systems, etc. And for the international standards and national standards, so they are collecting the request for new standards request. So the directions, including but not limited to the SESEC or SC42, will propose the standards in the international level as below, like technology of heterogeneous AI computing with accelerator and cloud edge terminal collaborative deployment technology, AI computing power infrastructure such as large-scale cluster, computing center, AI data center, etc. Intelligent scheduling technology for large-scale computing power and high-performance distributed training technology, intelligent computing accelerating technology for application scenarios, such as AI for science, automated driving, etc. So we have to see that although China SC42 may have a good wishes to have more international standards being drafted, but it still needs a lot of work to get the new project proposal approved by the IEC, ISO IEC, and they need to fund also like 5 countries and also the votings. So we will, I saw the questions about how China propose the international standards. We will give you a summary later after this presentation. Meanwhile, the SC42, although it is a mirror for ISO IEC GTC1 SC42, it also deeply involved with IEEE standardization work. So it has officially established the IEEE P3342 standard for functional requirements of tool chains for artificial intelligence model development on edge devices. So this standards outlines the tool chains for deploying AI models on edge devices and specifies the functional requirements for this process. The standards covers key areas such as front-end adoption, model compress, graph optimization, back-end adaptation, compounding optimization, and runtime optimization. It is relevant to all stages of AI model deployment on edge devices, including design, development, promotion, and application. I believe that the SC42 are open to all the foreign invested companies. At least I saw a lot of foreign American companies join the working group or the technical committee, and also some European companies are also in there. So if you want to get in more information, first is the website. Second, you can contact some company to see whether they are following the 42. The drafts are and the working languages are all in Chinese language. So you only need to get the summaries, or if you wish, you can also contact us to see whether the English version is also available. Meanwhile, SESEC TC28, SC42 are also making white papers or the research reports. For example, the white paper on standardization of essential governance in artificial intelligence has been published. We made a summary on our website. It has the standardization system like basic and general standards like AAA, BAC. They pretty much outline all the necessary categories of the standards like governance, technology, like management, like industrial applications. And second, the revision of the guidelines for the establishment of national new generation of artificial intelligence standard system. So the 2020 version is under revision. It will be published in early 2024. So it is in discussion at this moment. The third one is intelligent computing standards and standardization white paper and development. Deep learning framework standard system research report is under development as well. So this is This is the government-led activities or international standards. Actually, SEC TC28, SE42 also have other activities. For example, it has the association standards. CESA association standards are also so the situation is SE42 use CESA, the China Electronic Standardization Association, as an umbrella to make several association standards in artificial intelligence area. It made, for example, the benchmarking testing system for the server system. It published the association standards, IEEE standard and national standard. Basically, they are similar standards. The process sometimes are making the association standards first because it's quicker, flexible, and if it is working well, it will propose to the international level and to the SEC level, become a national standards or become a IEEE standards. Other activities including the initiative of application experimental verification of AI software and hardware integration standards. They are all national standards. They are I listed here the server system performance benchmarking specification, the artificial intelligence computation scheduling and cooperation part 1 visualization and scheduling, and also some other standards for the testing and verification are also listed here. To be honest, I think it is very technical documents, and you need to ask your technical experts to read through that. Other activities are call for participations or the pilot trials for the application of AI standards. So SE42 made association standards, but they do not know whether the standards will implement it well. So they often ask some companies or some applications to make a pilot trials. So from this sense, you can see the standards are not really from the application. It is sometimes too theoretical, sometimes just the standards, and they need to fund the applications from the people to use that. So it is not like some technology are widely used and widely implemented, and then it being upgraded or summarized as the standards. Usually the standards are the first in China, and then they will see whether the standards, especially the testing system, will working or not. And the another very important SDO is a TC260 ST working group, sub-working group on the big data. It has the national standards in 2023, 3 are listed here, and technical documents like basic security requirements for generative artificial intelligence services. I need to mention that TC260 is information security, so all the standards are information security technology, artificial intelligence computing platform security framework, or generative AI data annotation security specification. So security standards are made in 260 for artificial intelligence. They also are making white papers. For example, they made the white paper on AI safety and security, and in this document, it also summarized the standards that related to artificial intelligence, the security standards for artificial intelligence in their documents. Last one is CICT. CICT, they make the major outcome on the artificial intelligence, like they are doing research. They have very strong academic and research capability. They publish a number of white papers. For example, the white paper on AI and white paper on trustworthy AI. They use it. It is reported that it is internationally well accepted by different think tanks. It also established AI test technology platform and evaluation service system via 3 dimensions of cutting-edge technologies, technology application, and trustworthy governance. It established the trusted AI standardization system, actively promoting the conversion of relevant AI standards to ITUT and IEEE. My observation is that CICT and CSI, they sort of have a bit competition positions of each other. So although CSI is working for ISO IEC SE 42, while CICT is more working for ITUT. So sometimes they have just totally different systems, different category or clusters of different standards. So basically, they have become the standards, evaluation and testing and scientific research. So they have 3 big pillars of their artificial intelligence application. And the strength of CICT is their assessment, verification, and testing on trustworthy artificial intelligence. So they have a set up platform. They try to testing and evaluate whether a AI algorithm or AI application is trustworthy or is mature enough, or whether there is some shortcomings on that. So they have CICT has set up a very comprehensive system on assessment of AI, like product and service assessments, like chips, hardware, software application. And also the second is the application maturity assessment. They did a lot of work in this area. So that's the simple introduction, and I would like to make another simple summaries here. So in 2023, the laws and regulations for artificial intelligence in China is the interim measures for the administration of generative artificial intelligence services. And the policies and initiatives we think are very important is a global AI governance initiatives and guiding openings on innovative development of humanoid robots. For the AI standardizations, SC 42 are very important. They have 5 newly established working groups. They have 12 newly established national standards projects, 3 large-scale model-related standards projects to be established as national standards. And TC260 working group big data, they have 4 AI safety and security related standards and development. CICT is making trusted AI standard system, and they are closely working with ITUT. So the summary is that we both see the ChatGPT has been published, and even this week, the new ChatGPT Turbo whatever has been published as well. So there's a lot of new development globally on AI technology, and China is still trying to follow up or catch up such development. So the breakthrough of generative AI technology has brought certain impact for China's standardization. So although China may not have mature or very prominent generative AI technologies, but the standards has already been impacted by such trend. So the acceleration of formulation and release of regulations and standards related to AI security and governance has become a reality. The objective of these rules and standards is to ensure the safety of AI-generated contents, which is in line with other AI technology-related policies and regulations released by China. So, although like China generative AI interim regulation of generative AI technology, China tried to see that the AI generated contents not only to be marked, but also try to make sure that they are accurate and they are authentic and they are objective. And standards are generally national specific and TC2, so it is made not international standards. TC260 working group big data and the SDOs responsible for AI safety standards development rarely adopts or converts the international standards as always. So we cannot see any standards from TC260 has become an international standards or whether it adopted any international standards. So this is our observation. For SC42, SC42 devotes efforts in association standards, international standards, and national standards at the same time. So they carry out relevant validation and pilot trials. This is also influenced by the China policy on China's on national standards because we both know that it is too difficult to get approved by SESEC on national standards. So they hope to ensure the quality of national standards. That's why sometimes the technical committee try to make association standards alternatively. CICT is also constantly improving its trusted AI assessment system, and the standards formulated are mostly technical specifications with the aim of supporting the trusted AI evaluation system, thus supporting the application of AI technology. They obtained support from quite a lot of enterprises. So the industries support their evaluation and hope their assessment will help them to see which algorithm or which application are good or which are not that good. So this is all for today, and thank you for your listening. We will have another 10 minutes for questions. So you can put your questions on Q&A and I will try to answer. Otherwise, you can also send us emails. The presentation will be sent to you after maybe next week via emails. So if you want to have more information, please do not be hesitant and contact us. Here we have a question from the audience. So I'd like to know China's international cooperation in formulating AI standards. Which international standardization is relevant? Is there German-Chinese cooperation? Very good question. The first one, I think I have already answered. I have already answered that the IEC, ISO IEC, GTC1, IC42 is where China mainly participates. And another organization is ITUT. So, and China has their mirrors and is working very closely on that area. And is there a German-Chinese cooperation? As far as I know, this week is a Sino-German Standardization Working Group week. I did not see the artificial intelligence standardization with Germany and China at this moment. They have ICV, they have Industry 4.0, they have charging infrastructure, but not AI yet. And CICT has standards working in CCSA about AI. Actually, the CICT's standards are published mainly by CCSA. So the AI trustworthy or the assessment standards are mainly published by CCSA or even the secretariat of CCSA. Another question, if I understand you correctly, you said no international standardization in AI become national standards in China. Can you clarify this? No, not really. I said that no international standards in AI security become national standards yet. So TC 260 do not adopt any AI security standards as a national standards at this moment. SC42, I need to figure out. I believe some of standards has been adopted, but I need to double check by my materials. At least in 2023, I didn't see any has been adopted, but maybe 2022 there are some. I hope I clarify this question well, and I'll come back to you for SC42 again. TC 260, I'm quite sure that there's no artificial intelligence security standards being adopted in TC 260. You mentioned that 2 to 3 ecological enterprises with global influence will be selected to develop new business model. Is there a specific relationship seen in China between AI and ecology? No, actually, this is the wish from the government. The China will try to foster 2 to 3 very famous companies in the humanoid. For example, we both know Boston, the Boston Dynamic. They are very, 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 very famous. Very, very famous humanoid companies, and China tried to foster 2 to 3 similar companies in China. Similar companies with global influence that is so big, so well known, and so profitable, and with a leading technology. So that's the wish. That's what we China try to set up for that. It is not see that between AI and ecology. It is just to foster 2 to 3 companies like Boston Dynamic for humanoid robots by 2025. I hope I answered the question well. Any other questions? Another 2 minutes for typing, otherwise we will close our webinar. And I'm sorry, I didn't share the webinar because of the technical issues. It is interrupted, and I didn't share the some slides. But I try to put all the information on the slides. So you can easily cite or copy or use that for the future. So I see that we do not have any questions at this moment. And again, thank you very much for your time. And we will close the webinar now. And if you have more other questions, please do not be hesitant and send us an email. Thank you for that, and sorry again for the technical problems happened in 1734. Thank you. Bye.